Hey guys, Anime Universe here. Today I'm going to be doing a catch-up / review of Free Iwatobi Swim Club, episodes 1 through 3, because I just caught up today. So let's just basically start off with the premises of this. So you have, I'd say, the four main characters, which are Haruka, Mikoto, Rin, and Nagasa. And then you have Rin's little sister, which is Go, but she likes to be called Ko. And then you have the fourth member of their swim club, Ray, which this will all be explained later. So basically, in episode 1, you have Nagasa, Haruka, Rin, and Makoto. All four of them as children were on a swim team at their local swim place. And the reason that they're kind of unified is because they all have girly names, even though they're a guy. So that's kind of what kind of unified them, plus they all love swimming. After the four of them go together in a swim team, like marathon kind of thing, they compete together and they win the trophy. But after this, it appears that Rin, he's going to Australia to go to a swimming school to become better. Then later on in high school, it appears that the rest of them, besides Rin, they've kind of all stopped swimming competitively. The high school doesn't have a swim team, and the local swim team place that they would use as children is closed. Now the three of them, Haruka, Makoto, and Nagasa, they all hear that their local swim place that they did as children, it's being torn down, so they decided, you know what, we'll go back one more time and we'll go visit the place. Now, on their way to the place, they hear it's haunted, whatever, it's funny stuff going down there, but when they're in the place, they meet Rin. Now, Rin, who is one of the better swimmers on the team, as was Haruka, who is probably the best, he decides that he's going to challenge Haruka to a swim. So in this comic scene, they strip down, and then right when they're about to start going to race into the pool, they realize that there's no water. I don't know how they didn't notice this before, but I thought it was kind of comical. They later find out that Rin goes to the Samazuka Academy, which is apparently one of the better swimming places where they live. So they decide to pay him a little visit, and when they get there, they go break into the swimming indoor pool at nighttime, and they're just swimming around, for fun. Haruka's just really enjoying the shit out of it, and then Rin appears, and then at the end of the episode, they challenge to race, and bam, shit goes crazy. Now in episode 2, after the race, kind of fast forwards, whatever, the race, it turns out that Rin actually won the race, but Haruka was being a good sportsman about it, because he's not one for times and trials, he just likes to enjoy the water. And this actually pisses Rin off, because the last time he came with Rin, he got beat, and that's why he trained so hard. Now Haruka, Makoto, and Nagasa, they decide that they're going to form their own swim team at their school, since their school previously didn't have one. And to do this, they get their new homeroom teacher to sign on as the faculty member, and her name's Amikata. Now everything's fine and dandy, and their swim team gets approved, but the only problem is they don't have 4 members in the swim team. So what happens is that Rin's little sister, Go, she decides that she'll join the team now, so that way they can compete in tournaments and stuff like that, and she'll become the manager of the team. Now they basically spend the rest of episode 2 just cleaning the pool and getting it ready and stuff like that, because the pool was just a dump before, so they had to clean out the weeds, paint it, fill it with water and chlorine and stuff like that. But it's pretty good. Now in episode 3, their manager, Go, of the swim team, she sets up a trial practice, kind of, with Samazuka Academy, where her brother Rin is at. And this is basically just, because they can't swim right now because their pool is too cold, so they need an indoor pool, which Samazuka Academy has. Plus they get to swim with Rin. The problem is, however, that in order to go, they need 4 swimmers. So Nagasa tries to recruit Ray, who currently is on the track team. But he's saying that it's not a beautiful sport and all that, and he can't calculate it because he's all scientifical and stuff. But eventually he agrees that he'll go to the thing at Samazuka Academy as a trial member, but his agreement point is that he won't swim. Now later on in the episode, we find out the reason he said this is because, well, he can't swim, but after he sees Haruka swimming at the trial thing, doing time trials, he falls in love with swimming, and he finds it beautiful, and he wants to join the actual team after this. So now they have their 4 members, and he's going to learn how to swim, I'm guessing, and become pretty good. the reason the swim club also desperately wanted a fourth member was so that way they could compete in the summer tournaments, so that way they could get accomplishments as a new club, because they wish to join this indoor club that will let them swim all year round instead of in winter just doing jogging and weights and stuff like that. They'd be able to swim, but they don't have the money to do this, and the school won't grant them the money because, as their teacher says, they're just a new club with no accomplishments. So in order to get accomplishments, they're going to try and win as much as they can in the summer, so that way they can get the donations and the money to go practice swimming throughout the winter too. As for my thoughts on this episode, like all these episodes, at first I was like, okay, this is kind of sketchy, it's almost gay, but in the first episode especially, there was a lot of gay, close-ups, unnecessary muscle close-ups and stuff like that, and stripping, and it almost seems gay, like some of the characters almost seem gay at first, if you've seen it, you know exactly what I'm talking about, but I honestly, one, I don't hate gay people, because why would I? Two, honestly, it seems like it's going to get way more interesting, because if you put that aside, because in episode 2 and especially episode 3, they kind of lessen down on that up front, oh my gosh, look at all these sexy guys thing. It actually gets really interesting. You kind of get into the story, oh, they need a club member, and you're like, oh my gosh, I hope they find this, and is this guy going to join, and all that. So if you just really kind of put that aside as a guy, unless you want to check him out, but you put that aside and you just look into the story, and especially the animation, the water was beautiful. The opening is a good song, it's a pump-up song, it's really nice, and everything's kind of done really beautifully. I'm looking forward to episode 4, I'll be reviewing that. I hope you guys like this. Like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you think about Free, and if you guys are watching it right now.